There is the distance. There is of the words. There is the mind. There is mind you. There is whether true or not. There is this makes you think. There is, you know, you do. There is this makes a distance too. There is, but distance is longing space, encouraging curiosity. Yeah. There is makes it complicated to your modern minds. There is what's wrong with bewilderment? There is the regulation, the registration that make the world seem real. There is total violence! The civilized slave of contemporary arrogance. Where is your Savior? Where is your Savior? There is. You save, setting up yourself for help. There is. Lottery is your religion. There is you, over-medialized idiots who self-contained. There is also you who want to be famous, like the rest. There is 15 seconds. Yes, that was John. You don't want to share your hamburger with anyone. There is. There isn't at all what you think. What you think? There's all sorts of scenarios. Logos. What you think? You think will to be continued. What you think?
Go to hell, you all! You think this is paradise?
La donna mobile
Out at ease!
Why?
Is death in at the moment?
What does he look like?
It looks like water, but it tastes like flesh. Pai nosso que estás no céu, santificado seja o vosso nome entre as mulheres. Ele é o meu pão, o meu vinho.
Yes, oh, you mean God. Yes, well, that's down the corridor, down the corridor, down the corridor, down the corridor, at the very end, to your left, and success. Don't forget that God is a neighbor who's never at home.
God? Isn't death in at the moment?
Well, it's his day off. And he asked me to take care of his correspondence. Is this your letter?
How do you know?
Or did you rip it from the web, girl? Nice curly letters. Like your hair, as I imagine.
Day off, death. Go! Death, you lazy man.
Why do you question life if you don't know what love is, girl? Why do you question my presence if you don't allow me to be here?
Why do I question life if I don't know what love is? Why should I justify love with sex, with life, with death? Why justify a moment if I better feel it? Why justify a kiss with my lips before the silence?
Shh! It's my day off. Mon chéri, oui. Non.
Go! This is paradise. Why do I question your presence if I don't allow you to be here? Why should I justify love if you are so near then? Why justify the moment if I better feel it? Why justify why? Can't we just dance till we die? Around and around, spinning and swinging, around and around, spinning and swinging. I feel so high, as if I can fly. And don't ask me why. And still my body's touching the ground. Around and around, to keep losing the notion of time. Swinging, just long enough that I can keep on feeling high. Around and around, spinning and swinging.
Can someone close the door, please? I warn you, you're in the realm of death. So if you have a one-way ticket, think about it, please. God damn. Down the corridor to the left. Sorry. Hi, my name is Dan. Want some business? Sorry. Professional calls were rough. That's it.
Take a long walk, please.
And Mordred. And Mordred saw that the king's only intention was to kill him. Mordred did not refuse battle, but turned his horse's head towards the king. The king, who was coming with all his strength, struck him so violently that he put his lance right through his body. When Mordred saw he was so badly injured, he was sure his wound was mortal, and he struck King Arthur so violently on the helmet that nothing could save him from feeling the sword in his skull. In fact, King Arthur lost a piece of his skull. King Arthur was so dazed by the blow that he fell from his horse to the ground. Mordred did the same. And they were both in such a state that they couldn't get up, but to lay beside one another. And in such a way, the father killed the son, and the son gave his father a mortal wound. When Arthur's men saw the king on the ground, they started to lament so loudly that one could not have heard God thundering. They then attacked and were attacked by Mordred's men in return. And the mortal battle began again, with the result that before the sun set, in all hues of red, all men were killed, except Lucan, the butler, and Gerfried. Lucan, the butler, went up to where King Arthur lay and asked, "Oh, my lord, how do you feel?" King Arthur spent the whole night in prayer. And next morning, Lucan, the butler, stood behind him, noticing that he did not move. Then he said in tears, "Ah, King Arthur, how great is thy grief." When the king heard him say this, he stood up with difficulty because of the weight of his armor, and he took Lucan, who was unarmed, and embraced him, holding him so tightly that he burst his heart inside of him. Lucan was unable to say anything. Lucan was unable to say a word before his soul and his body. When King Arthur had been in that position for some time, he released his hold because he did not realize Lucan was dead. Now, isn't that dramatic irony, girl?
I want to stay in this health reality forever. Tell me a story.
When they came from the palace down to the river, they saw a beautiful boat. And the boat was so beautiful that Sir Gawain said, "Oh, King Arthur, do you see the beautiful boat?" And the king said, "Yes, I see the beautiful boat." They went to the beautiful boat, and then Sir Gawain lifted up the cloth, the vault, the beautiful vault on the beautiful boat, and he looked inside and said, "We should go inside, O king, on the beautiful boat." And King Arthur jumped onto the beautiful boat, and then Sir Gawain jumped onto the beautiful boat, and in the middle of that beautiful boat, there was a beautiful bed, with all the beautiful things in the world to make a beautiful bed. And on that bed was a beautiful girl, and she was dead. Not for long dead, not long dead yet. And then Sir Gawain said to King Arthur, "O king, thinkst thou not also that death was cruel and horrible when he entered the body of that girl?" Go back. Go back home.
Home? This world is empty.
or you must go on with what you came for, girl. Come. You must go, whatever way, you must go. There is the floor to justify the steps even astray. There is ceiling to justify the viewpoint of the fly. There is the wall to justify that the others don't fall. There is the door to justify lack of perception. There is space to justify the ace of a gesture. There is the muscle to justify the falling dust. There is the skeleton to justify the dance. There is the blood to justify the heartbeat. There is your body to justify the look of the others. There is your mouth to justify a kiss. There is your tongue to justify the sting of a curse. There are your lips to underline the silence, the justification. Justification. There is light to justify the switch. There is night to justify the darkness inside. There is day outside to justify the unknown. There is us to justify the absence of others. There is the virtual audience to justify time. There is the word come to justify gone. There is the orgasm to justify death. There is life to justify life. There is the justification to justify the absurdity. There's absurd to justify belonging. And there's the falling to justify love. And there's the hate to justify too late. There is the articulation to justify the beehive. And there's the honey to justify the burn. And there's this text to justify my context. And there's a spectator to justify spectator, to justify spectator, to the unseen. There is to justify was. And there was to justify will be. And there will be to justify is. There is to justify was. There was to justify will be. There will be to justify is. Right. There is to justify was. There was to justify is. No, wait a minute. There is to justify was. Hey. There is to justify was. There was to justify will be. And there will be to justify is. There is to justify was. There was to be. But there's also injustice. Injustice in a dice. And there's a chance that these overpopulated cubic eyes will lose count of our constant hesitations. For instance, a god tired of himself.
A god tired of himself?
Yes. The invention of the Sparian.
The woman?
The hissing of a snake skin. The worm writing the 3D love poem in the unripe apple. And the helpless fig leaves being sexually abused after all the figs that he slaughtered. And the dirty mind of chastity. And the vacuum of nakedness. And the paradox of paradise. You see what you don't get. And the multiple choice of heaven or hell for those who are too lazy to think or take responsibility for existence. Oh, the religion as lottery, right. Yes, the fear of death. And the free will that will take anything to stay alive. The courage to commit suicide. And the shield of guilt used as protection by those who stay behind. And Mother Nature's indifference. And the useful beauty of food being humiliated by its shit. And the end justified the beginning. And the victims, the indifferent victims, no, they are justified by the surprise. And the indifferent victims are forged by la condition humide. And there's a justification for that one, for sure, 90%. And then there's still the us. There's us being us. Us minus us. The words I say, minus the words, but plus the temperature of the moment. There's us being us. Us being. There is.
There was.
Oh, there is. Oh, there was. Huh?
There was.
Oh, there is.
There was.
There was. Oh, there was. There was.
There was.
There was.
There was.
There was.
There was.
There was. Oh, there was, yes. There was order in chaos.
There was
Freedom in chaos.
There was
order in order to justify injustice.
There was
Also a way that got lost in liberation.
There was
A real revolution, and not only to give a name to a gambling machine. There was the colourful, misleading map to justify tourism.
There was
metaphysics to justify the missing toilet paper. There was us in the cold of the mirror.
There was
a planet so humanized that it justified being flat. There was a universe to justify an eyeless needle.
There was
The fragile phrase to justify the button on the waistcoat of the blind conductor. Perhaps there was more not present than there was present. There was the burglar scared by his reflection in the not yet stolen mirror. There was the puppet living on strings. There was the perhaps. There was the girl reinventing death before she gave birth. There was death in its purity. Wakeness in his half reality. When will ever come an end to beginnings, to the justification, the just a fixation, the just vocation. It's justification. Just a vacation. Just a vacation. Both ways. To return lighter.
Both ways.
Who was the last one? The waiting room. Who was last? He's first. Why do you question death if you don't love life?
It's your deal.
I gave you everything you wanted. Full consciousness. 2 half realities make a real one. Come.
It's your day off.
That's why. Come.
The ceiling is becoming my great gray sky. The wall is becoming my horizon. The floor is becoming my soil. Death, you're becoming all space. You are all plus one. Death is my cage.
Cage?
I want to go.
A cage of veins, of nerves, of faked blindness?
Get out. Get out of my way.
I teased you. I eased you. And I didn't please you. Okay? I didn't please you.
Get out. Get out.
I need you to stay to prove we have ended the beginnings. That life and death are the 2 sides of the same coin, but without image. Without image. And the worth only known to the one who flicked it and when he picks it up.
You finally come around, and so you have no mercy. Death, you were too fast, and I wasn't shy. You see, the girl I was cries because she doesn't choose her way to die. You see?
You're dead? You're not dead. Grow up. Didn't you listen to the goldfishes? That was not a way to die. A balloon won't make you a bird. You were like a child playing that she is pregnant.
The girl doesn't want to stop her journey.
The girl won't stop me being her journey.
Oh, you are too kind. You should stay. All these people are waiting for you. I can't help them. You must help them. They have been waiting all this time for you, while we are playing menace. Malicious, delicious death. I don't hide what I seek, so you don't have to seek what I don't hide.
Why is that so? I want to see your smile when you embrace the other life. And I won't be so stupid to say that it's me you will heal, and yourself, and the rest.
I'm not listening.
Can I die? Come. Come. The sign of eternity will shine in our arms, forming the horizontal 8. Come. What you came for is much easier than you think. Come. Come.
Farewell. Farewell, comfortable past. I don't longer fit.
Do you suddenly have a home? And is the world not empty, girl?
Farewell. Comfortable past. I don't longer fit. Farewell. A realm, comfortable past. I don't longer keep it. Farewell.
Spirits expanding, and returning light. Yeah. Spirits expanding, returning lighter. Spirits expanding, returning lighter. I don't have a fairy tale! You came here from your own choice. Follow me! Come! On my day off! Follow me! Everyone else! Follow me!